Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're going to have a look at a subclass of the Sorcerer from Xanathar's Guide to Everything, the Storm Sorcerer. The Storm Sorcerer is an interesting one because I didn't think of storms necessarily as where magic happens, but I think the idea here is that the power of the storm is supposed to come from something that's ethereal. Maybe it's a storm in the astral plane, but either way, the idea of the storm is integral to this sorcerer, and all their abilities are based around that. How does that stack up? Let's have a look. First of all, right away at level 1, you get Wind Speaker, and you can speak Primordial. Which is cool. Primordial is an awesome language. You get to speak to elementals. 7 out of 10. It's an extra language, effectively. I mean, you could have taken Primordial from a background or just from character creation. Most races learn an extra language. But, having a third or fourth language isn't going to hurt. So 7 out of 10. Then you also have Tempestuous Magic. When you cast a spell of first level or higher, so this doesn't work on a cantrip, you can use a bonus action to cause the wind to spin around you. And before or after the spell you choose, you can move 10 feet of flying. So you can fly over the ground, or you can fly up, or whatever. And it's just 10 feet, so it's a little hop, or hop up, or hop backwards, or whatever. And you can go these 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. This is a great way for a sorcerer to get out of combat. If they don't have a way to teleport or something like that, and they get stuck somewhere, they could potentially teleport over someone. Except it's not teleporting, it's flying. So they fly over somebody, and then they get away without provoking opportunity attacks. It's handy if you're stuck in combat as a sorcerer, which is a bad place to be. So yeah, I give it 8 out of 10. It's handy when you're in that bad situation. I don't know if I'd use it other than that. You have to cast a spell to do it, so I wouldn't be able to use it to, go up 10 feet for navigation purposes, but, whatever. Then at 6th level, you gain Heart of the Storm, which you gain resistance to lightning and thunder damage, which is really good. Those are, they're not super common damage types, but resistance to damage in general is really nice. And if you cast a leveled spell that deals lightning or thunder damage, magic erupts from you and hits creatures of your choice that are within 10 feet of you to take lightning or thunder damage equal to half your sorcerer level. So at 6th level when you get this, if you cast, lightning bolt or something, which is, you get at 5th level, you do your lightning bolt spell, and anyone who's close to you will take 3 points that you choose. You won't hit your allies. Take 3 points of lightning damage in addition to whatever you cast. This isn't bad. It works with Thunder Wave, so, if you have a close range, it's a bit of extra thunder damage to people that are around you. And you can mix this with Tempestuous Magic, so you can, push people away and then move and what have you. So it's good, and the resistance to damage really buffs this up, so 10 out of 10. Then at 6th level, you also get Storm Guide. You can subtly control the weather. If it's raining, you can use an action to cause it to stop raining in a sphere around you, so you can stay dry in the rain. And if it's windy, you can use a bonus action to change the direction that the wind blows in 100 feet around you. And it maintains that until the end of your turn, and your end of your next turn. This is a ribbon feature. I could see this being handy if you need to, move something in the wind, or if you need to, it doesn't have any effect on any attacks or spells. If someone's shooting arrows at you, you can't push the wind to, give them disadvantage on their shots. If it's raining and you stop it from raining, I guess that could make the ground around you less difficult to rain, but it was raining a second ago. I don't know, it feels very thematic, but it doesn't really do much. So 6 out of 10, I guess. Now at 14th level, you get Storm's Fury. If you're hit by a melee attack, you can use your reaction to deal lightning damage to the attacker that equals your sorcerer level. So that's 14 damage straight away. They can make a strength save as well against your spell save DC, and on a failed save, they are pushed 20 feet away from you. So it's another defensive maneuver. And I guess if you were to cast a spell on your turn, you would be able to use your 10 feet of movement. So you've got a good amount of ability to get foes away from you, to get away from them, to deal damage to ones close to you. There's a lot of defensive features going here. Storm's Fury is okay. I'd say reactionary damage that doesn't cost a spell slot. And the damage doesn't have a saving throw, just the movement. So 9 out of 10. That's not bad. Finally, at 18th level, you get Wind Soul. Now, this is the big one. You gain immunity to lightning and thunder damage. Immunity to damage is huge. That's a big thing. There are lots of creatures in the game that, if they, especially at higher levels, there are creatures from lightning, the wind spirits and the thunder spirits and stuff that would deal damage, and you just don't take any. You're just immune to their attacks completely. And you gain a magical flying speed of 60 feet permanently. So you just have a permanent flying speed that's pretty fast. 60 feet's a fast speed. And, even better, as an action, you can reduce your flying speed to 30 feet for 1 hour. Why would you do this? Because you choose a number of creatures within 30 feet of you equal to 3 plus your charisma modifier. At level 18, you're probably going to have your charisma maxed, so that's 8 other creatures that also gain a 30-foot flying speed for that hour. So basically, you give up half your speed to give it to like 7 or 8 other creatures, and you can all fly. Sorcerer with a super powerful ability for the end game. So 10 out of 10 for that. Can't complain about immunity to damage and flying. That just... The thing about the Storm Sorcerer is that final feature is what really caps it off. Before 18th level, this is a little underwhelming. Including that final feature, I'd say 8 out of 10 for this Sorcerer overall. Not bad, a little underwhelming at certain points. Some of their abilities seem kind of thematic, but not particularly useful. But even so, I say that the Storm Sorcerer, if you really want to play into that fantasy, go for it. And especially if you're going to play in late game. That's when this one really takes off. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more subclass reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.